It's an investigation that they say affected them differently than any other. Tonight, we continue to remember U.S. Air Flight 427, which crashed 25 years ago this week. Channel 11's Aaron Martin went to Washington, D.C. to talk to the men who led the investigation into what happened and what happened to the families of the victims.
Beaver County 911, what is your emergency?
Hey, airplane crash. Green Garden Plaza, right on the other side of Green.
What kind of an airplane?
I don't know.
It didn't seem real in the moment, something we heard over and over again from the 911 calls that came in.
Just a plane went down.
What kind, sir?
An airliner just went down.
The crash of U.S. Air Flight 427 took the lives of all 132 people on board. 25 years later, it still sticks with then National Transportation Safety Board Chairman Jim Hall.
Well, it was the first major accident while I was the newly appointed chairman of the NTSB, and it'll be in my heart all my life.
Hall was on the ground shortly after, surveying the crash site. What caused the crash proved challenging, in part because of the wreckage, technology on the plane, and from what Hall says were less than cooperative partners in U.S. Air and Boeing.
The culture at that time in the aviation industry, not just U.S. Air, was again related to their own financial interest and not the care of their passengers.
It became one of the longest investigations in the NTSB's history. After 4.5 years, investigators determined a problem with the 737's rudder system caused the crash. A similar determination was made when the same type of Boeing jet crashed 3 years earlier in Colorado Springs, killing all 25 people on board. Aviation expert Peter Goals was the NTSB's managing director when the board released its findings from Flight 427.
That system was flawed from a number of standpoints, and but Boeing was very reluctant to change that system because it would have admitted that they made a mistake.
The system was fixed after the NTSB's findings were released. Both Hall and Goals see parallels between those crashes and the recent incidents involving Boeing 737 MAX 8 jets in Indonesia and Ethiopia.
That's why it's been so disappointing on these two recent accidents with Boeing to see the same type of failure, in my opinion, to be transparent as they should be.
But in the aftermath of the devastation, it was the victims' families who were responsible for the lasting change. After years of communication breakdowns and a lack of consistent information, the families helped push the Aviation Disaster Family Assistance Act into law, giving those impacted by plane crashes financial resources and a central place to get information and recovered items. A system that, because of U.S. Air Flight 427, is now standard worldwide.
By stepping up and speaking out on their own behalf, by demanding that they be treated with decency and respect, these family members changed the world, and they deserve the credit.
11 Investigates reached out to Boeing with questions about what the company learned from Flight 427 and the parallels that were drawn to recent crashes. In a statement, a Boeing spokesperson said, quote, "We extend our deepest condolences to the families and loved ones of all the passengers and flight crews lost in aviation accidents. Safety is our highest priority as we design, build, and support our airplanes." Reporting in Pittsburgh, Aaron Martin, Channel 11 News.
All right, Aaron, excellent look back there. And we continue to remember the victims of Flight 427. Tomorrow, Channel 11's Melanie Marcelco will sit down with a woman who lost her son. She hasn't talked publicly about the crash in 25 years. Obviously, it's an emotional story and you won't want to miss it.